everyone. Yeah, I want to make a small update in English, and an update is not typical for my channel, but I think in the year 2020, and especially at the end of the year 2020, you can do that, because this year was really crappy for everyone, also for me, not financial, but for the scale modeling. I can't see my mates from my club. I saw them at our last meeting of our club was in 2019, and I think I miss these mates. I miss the meetings with them to sit together and hassle about scale modeling and everything else. So this is one way to stay in contact with my mates from my club, the IMM, and hello all members from the IMM. I hope that the year 2021 will be a bit better and we will see us again in person. Yeah, my own group build, Bombs Away, land at the end of the year, of course, on the 31st this year, and yeah, I'm not so happy with the group build. It's not your fault when you're participating. I love everyone who participate at the group build, and there are so many great builds, but I made some faults or some mistakes. The group build runs too long with 1 year. You have a lot of content at the beginning of the year. Everyone starts with the building with the build, and after 1/3 of the year, most of them finished their build, and the group build fell asleep. And at the end, it rises a bit again. Now, for those who noticed, oh, I participated and I haven't finished it now, I have to hurry up a bit. Now they are coming back. But in the middle of the year, the summer times, it was nearly fell asleep completely. And my problem is I haven't got so much time to make short group builds, because I have a life next to the group build. I'm a father, I have to go to the work, and my problem is when I'm at work, I left the house Monday morning at 5 o'clock and come back home on Friday, so work completely on business trips, and I can't take scale modeling things with me on the construction site or on the hotel. I don't like that, because I have my airbrush there and I have to live out of the box, and I think the things will go, or I will damage them when I always transport them from A to B. So that's the reason why I choose the GB so long. Yeah. Then I'm not very happy with my YouTube channel. It sounds weird, but it is how it is. I have the YouTube channel now since 7 years roundabout, and I only have roundabout 600 subscribers. Less than 600. It's not your fault, but I'm not very happy when I see other guys doing scale modeling started after me and passes me. I don't feel very happy with that. I know the channel is only to stay in contact with you and have some fun and pass around and show my work. It's not the top priority to get one of the top YouTubers on this world. I know you can't reach 1 million subscribers with scale modeling. It's nearly impossible, because it's such a small group of people who do scale modeling in the entire world. It's not so small, but do it regularly or on YouTube. Yeah, and even so, I'm not very happy with the result of my YouTube channel till now. By the way, I also have a Facebook channel, so if you haven't seen it, go to Facebook. The link to my Facebook and my Instagram channel is in the video description. If you want to know what is currently on my workbench, go to the Instagram channel or to the YouTube channel, Facebook channel, sorry. And on Instagram you also see some pictures of my private life and my business life. Yeah, but back to scale modeling. At the beginning of the year 2021, I will participate on, before I forget it, there's no group build from my side next year due to time problems. And but I try to I try to participate on so many group builds as possible. And the first group build I will participate is the Gulf War group build from DeLan or Dennis Lange. And I will participate with a tornado. He also runs a Facebook channel or a Facebook page for this group build. Link to this Facebook page is also in the video description. And yeah, we have a lot of participants already there, and a lot of tornadoes as well. So it looks, at the moment, it looks a bit like a tornado group build. You also could call the group build Tornado Alley or something like that, but I like that one. First, when I saw the title of the group, I thought we will have a lot of M1 tanks, so all the American stuff, the M1 tanks, Bradleys, F-16, F-15, F-14 fighters. But at the moment we have more British stuff than American stuff. I have a feeling we have 3 or 4 tornadoes. I think we can open a squadron. And we also have a Chelly 1 Grave tank. And yeah, I really like that. And we also have some from the other side. We have a T-72 from the Iraqis. We have a T-62. And if you're not a member of that, or if you like to participate, it starts at the 1st January 2021. Go to the link and be a part of that group build. It will be a lot of fun, and Dennis makes great group builds, and he makes one every year. So go to the description, press on that link and be a member of that group build. Yeah, what is on my workbench currently, or what have I done without the camera? So I will change the angle of the camera now, and I will show you what is on my, what was on my workbench without the camera, because I made 2 things. Only one thing without the camera. No, two things. Sorry, 2 things without the camera, and that was like a mojo push-up for me. And after I finished it, yeah, these 2 kids were so great, and it was so much fun to build that I'm arguing to myself and swearing myself that I haven't run the camera, because I think both looks very good for my standard. So change my camera angle, and we'll see us in a minute. So here we are on my table, this time without the green background or the cutting mat. It's not necessary, I just want to show you what's currently on my bench, or what was on my bench. The first thing I want to show you is my Revels 24 scale Land Rover. I finished that without the camera, and yeah, it is a great kit, really it is. So if you have the possibility to get one, buy it, or buy this one, because it was so much fun to build it. And yeah, it is pure fun, even for a armor head like me, or a military head like me. It is so much fun to build it. Yeah, I can take that off. First to the base, it's just a wooden box. You can see it, bought in a £1 shop, or €1 shop here in Germany, and just put some writing on the side. And I really like these boxes, because when I go to exhibitions, I can put, I don't know, some glue in it, my first 8 kits for my kids when I participate to an exhibition. Yeah, you can see the writing, taking a trip to Abergavenny. And the Brits under you, I think they know that song from, I think it was Marty Wilde, and I'm taking a trip up to Abergavenny. Yeah, Abergavenny is in Wales, in the south of Wales. I made a trip with my family there to Abergavenny, and it was for the first time that I visited Wales, and I fell in love with Wales. And of course, it's a Land Rover. And so that's the base of that kit. And the kit itself, as I mentioned, it was a great fun to build it. I'm really happy with the result. Even it hasn't got a gun. Then it has a tendency to say no gun, no fun. And normally I agree with them, but this one is great without the gun. And yeah, if you have the possibility to get one, buy it. It's a Series 3 Land Rover, and it's way better than the Land Rover, for example, from Italy, I think. Yeah, that was the first thing I finished. If you want to see more picture of it, go to my Facebook channel or my Instagram channel, and you will see more pictures of that. The second thing isn't really finished. I started that kit in the summer of this year. I finished the kit, but I haven't got the base until now, and I have to make it. Give me a second, I have to get up to reach my MiG-21 in 48 scale from Edward. This was also a mojo pusher for me. I made some kits at the time or previously, and yeah, they all landed in the bin, and I thought I need something easy to build, fast to build, and which looks cool when it's finished. And I'm able to finish it, and that was this one. And I really love the decal work on that with this camo scheme and with the tiger meat sign on the side. Yeah, and a bit dusty now. It's standing in my shelf and waiting for a small base. But this is a really great kit. And like the Land Rover, yeah, sadly I haven't run the camera. But it is worth it to make a film of it or a clip, but I haven't. Sorry. This is the underside. It's easy to build. It's looked great. The detail is great on that kit, typical for Edward. And yeah, here it is. So that was what I finished. I also finished 2 other kits. The first one is this, a Mandalorian. It's a 3D printed version of a Mandalorian. It's not that Mandalorian because there are some differences between that kit and or that print and the Mandalorian you can see on, I think it's Netflix. And yeah, but it looks cool. I really love it. I finished it and I made a video of it, but I haven't put it online till now. I also made a small base, and thank you for my good friend who printed that for me, sent it to me to make a video of it and printed it for me. Thank you very much. It's a great kit, and as I said, I will make a video of it and I will share it with you when it's done. So here's my Mandalorian. The next thing I finished was a body build. I made 2 parts of the series and I put them online, but the last part isn't finished, and that is the base of my Saab Gripen. The Saab Gripen is from Italy, also a 48 scale model, and it is great, and it's a part, well, also a bit dusty, and it's my part of the group, the body build Storm over Scandinavia with Dennis Lange from DeLan Scale Models and Erik Seidel from Panzer Modellbau alle Kategorien. Yeah. Dennis Lange is building the Draken, and from, I think it's Edward, I'm not sure now, will say something, I think I will say something wrong, and Erik Seidel is building the wing, also in 48 scaffold. And this is my part. The Saab is a really good kit. It has some flaws with the fitting, but when you handle that, or when you have the possible, when you manage to put that together in a decent way, the kit itself looks great, because it's cool looking playing with these canards. I really love canards. I love the Eurofighter look. I love the typical European look of the Rafale, and this one with the delta wings and the canards in front. It looks all awesome. And this is my part. It's full packed on the underside. You also have different versions or different rockets in the kit, and yeah, I really love that, to build that. And also the base. I made a video of how I created that base. It's not online till now, but it will when I finish that video. So that's the next thing I finished this year. So yeah, one is still in construction, and this is a big thing. I also make a video of that. Will be several parts. You always see, or you always hear that the scale modders love to see chips, but for some reason most of you don't build chips, but do love to see them. And here's my ship. So you can see it's far from finished. We have masts. This is one. The ship is not glued at the moment, and I will make say it's not from plastic, but it's the Ghost, not the pirate ship from River, not the Black Pearl, but they are pretty the same kit without the figure in front. So if you have a figure in 1 to 70 screw, sorry, in a 1 to 72, and you don't need it, I would take it. This is my pirate ship. Yeah, it's a great looking kit. It's really fun to build. It's not that hard to build anyway. Okay, you have all these riggings that is coming later, and I think that this is the hardest part of that. But it's nevertheless a great kit. Fits very well. You just have to fill it on the typical ways or areas where the upper and lower part of the hull were connected, and the galleon on the back, the roof of the galleon, you also have to fill there a bit, but that's it. And yeah, it's something completely different when you normally build tanks or planes. So that was one reason why I thought I have to make a ship. And I also hope that you like that content when I put it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, and that's it for the kits. No, it's not, that's it. One thing is currently also in construction, and I have to say I'm sorry for to Jorama and Scale Bench Modeling. Jorama is running with Scale Bench Modeling. Oh, you already see it. Group build. It's called Tank Busters, and he made a video. I saw that video today, and first I told him, well, I would love to participate, but I haven't got the time. And I changed my mind and wrote him an email and said, you know what, I will participate. That's still running till I think February or March, and you know what, I'm able to manage to finish that kit in that time. Now I told him I will build a Kampfpanzer 38D, and that was my fault. I built a Jagdpanzer 38D, and I made a video with the Kampfpanzer 38D, And this is my fault, and yeah, it's not correct. Build that one. But you don't have to change it. No, everyone knows it. And I'm really thankful to Jorama and Scalbench that they show all, in the last video, that they all show, or that they show all participants, because I don't know, till that video I didn't know who is participating, and yeah, we changed that, great. And you made a video with all the channels who is participating. And this will be my part, and I missed something, I forgot something. Give me a second, I will be back in a minute. So, back again. I forgot this one. This is not the final base for the Jagdpanzer 38D. This is not the final base of the 38D. This is just a rough estimate for the size of my base. This is normally, you can read it there, a small wooden base for my Schilker. And this is the normal size of my bases, because this is the right size for my shelf. So my 38D from Amusing Hobby, the kit isn't that bad. It isn't. You have everything in what you need. You have workable tracks, you have workable suspension, you can make the wheels turning, you have PE in there, and you have a great gun. It's not from PE, it's not a metal gun, but it's a plastic gun with one piece, and it looks great. But the running gear is very flimsy. When we show it to you, here it is, without gun at the moment, and without the PE parts. You can make everything workable. The suspension, as I mentioned, the tracks are single-link tracks, but they are from plastic and they're very flimsy. All connector parts are very flimsy and very thin. They're not holding very good together, so I glued them completely, because I will not play with it. I will put it on a base, I will never touch it again. So for me it's fine when they are hard and not movable. So this is my 38D without the PE parts. And here's the gun. Not connected to that point, but I will do it later, of course. So you can see it looks like a bit like a heads-on steroids with a long gun. And yeah, I also found in my stash this old war, and I will use it for this fort. I will make it a little bit like this. Some grass, yes, grass, I know I can't do grass. We'll put it on there. The tank, like this, on my base, and 2 crew members, and that's it. And as I mentioned, it is possible to finish that up to February, March, whenever it ends. I will also make a video about the construction of the tank. I will make a video about the construction of the base and the figures. This is when I paint the figures, I will put that into one of the videos of two. The figures are here. 2 crew members. This is the first one. We'll put that on the side. This is the first crew member. I thought it would be cool when he gets Italian, or when he gets Italian trousers, because I saw a lot of pictures from the war on the Western Front with equipment parts from the Italians. This is the first one. It isn't finished to now. And the second guy is this one. These are both Tamiya figures, but I think they are very good. And this one isn't finished too. And this is the ordinary uniform, without camouflage, without everything. Why? Because I think these tanks were reserve tanks in 46s. It is a what-if tank, and I will call that base, I don't know, something like Wacht am Rhein 46 or Tour de France 46 or something like that. And the Hetzer is not the Hetzer, the Panzer 38D or the Jagdpanzer 38D would be more reserve tanks at that time, because the E-series would run or would be in production too, and they are more armored, they are heavier, they have more powerful guns. So I think these were reserve tanks or tank hunters. When the Allies would break through, they have to fill the gap, and so the equipment for the crew wouldn't be the best as well for reserve units. They would use the ordinary uniforms which were still in use, or captured uniform parts or uniforms or equipment parts, because the tank wouldn't be very heavily armored. It would be very sneaky because it's very small, but they are using, or the tank would use the 75mm gun from the Panther instead of the short barreled gun, 75mm gun of the Hetzer. And it would also use the engine of Panzer IV, because they are still in production, these parts. Yeah, that's it. And that's all of my stumbling English updates. So anyway, this is my contribution to all group builds, buddy builds, and what's on my workbench and what I think about my YouTube channel at the moment. So if you have some questions, write them in the comments. I missed something again. If you know more group builds for the year 2021, let me know where they are, because I want to participate on a lot of group builds next year, because I'm not running my own. So that's it now. If you have questions or information for me, write them in the comments, and we will see us on the next video.